Hello, new friends. Welcome to Snowline. We're so happy to have you here. My name's Jody Regan, and I'm the manager of volunteer services here at Snowline. And I'm looking forward to telling you about some of the services that the volunteers provide to our hospice patients and to all of us here at Snowline. I'm Jody, as I said, and I'm sorry I can't be with you here today, but I'm looking forward to meeting you in the near future. We are so grateful to have a big group of volunteers that's growing every day. These are people from all walks of life with various interests and hobbies, but the one thing that unifies them all is their heart for service. They're generous and heartfelt and dedicated and inspired, and they want to be of help. These are people who are out in the workforce, still working, a lot of folks who are retired. We have veteran volunteers who served in the military. We have end-of-life doulas, and we have massage therapists. We have Harley rider. We have an attorney. I could go on and on. It's a beautiful group of people. The first type of volunteer that I'll tell you about is an in-home companion volunteer. These are people who enjoy spending time, maybe with a hospice patient, so they can read out loud or listen to music. Maybe they might play a card game or watch TV together. They can provide respite care so that a caregiver can go and run errands or go to the grocery store or just go catch their breath, knowing that someone is there with their loved one and they can relax. Next, we have our medication delivery or courier volunteers. These are volunteers who are on call 1 or 2 days a week, sometimes evenings, sometimes weekends, and they will go to a pharmacy and pick up medications for a patient and drive out to their home to deliver. There's always work to be done in the office, and we have volunteers who will help us with that as well. We might have mailings or data entry or phone calls to make special projects and events, and we have volunteers who help us with that too. We have veteran volunteers who have served in the military, some in combat, many in active duty, and they come to us to relate to the veterans who are on hospice care. I've seen it firsthand that no one relates to a veteran like another veteran. They have a knowing with each other that those of us who didn't serve can't quite connect with. Our veteran volunteers are incredible. They show up and they spend time with our veteran hospice patients. They provide what we call pinning ceremonies, where a certificate is created along with a challenge coin and a presentation, and they go into the person's home and they'll give them the honors and the gratitude that maybe they haven't received in their life. And sometimes it could be a final thank you for your service. Some people are just really good listeners. Our grief support volunteers are trained by our bereavement department to provide support and a kind and compassionate listening ear to help people as they're working their way through grief in times after they've lost a loved one. Our thrift store volunteers are a lot of fun. Placerville, Cameron Park, and Folsom thrift stores have volunteers who are very dedicated to their work. They come in on a regular basis, they show up on time, and they get busy. They might specialize in the book department or in the jewelry department. They are hard workers and they love what they do. Some of them have been volunteers for the thrift store for over 10 years. We get help from our community as well. Folks who can sew or arrange flowers, they love to do things for our hospice patients. You can see here is a fidget blanket that someone has made. It has zippers and buckles and beads and various things that someone with dementia or Alzheimer's might enjoy fidgeting with. It makes them feel like they are actually working and doing something. It helps them feel calm. People in the community also make prayer shawls and lap quilts, and we partner with a nonprofit called the Petal Connection, where they make small bouquets for hospice patients using flowers maybe that were left over from a wedding or from a florist who might have cut a flower a little bit too short. It's a beautiful community effort. So as you can see, the volunteer department is here to be of help. So we'd love to hear from you if you see an area where we can be of service. If you're out in the field with patients and their families and you see a space where a volunteer might be able to do some good for them, we hope you'll reach out to us. Just let us know. And if you happen to know someone out in the world who wants to be of service, who wants to add some activity and love and fun to their life, send them our way. We'd love to chat with them and see if we might be a good match. I think it might have been Mr. Rogers or maybe his mother who said that when something happens and you are feeling afraid or discouraged, to look around and find the helpers and you'll feel better. I just feel that I get to work with a lot of helpers in the volunteer department. They are people who really show that there are good things happening in the world, a lot of good in the world. And you yourself are now part of the Snowline family of helpers. So we're so happy to have you here. I hope you enjoy your new job and want you to know that we're all happy to have you part of the team. I look forward to meeting you in person. Take care. Have a great day.